Breaking news, my country people. No be small thing dey happen for Senate between the Chief of Staff to the President, Femi Gbajabiamila, and the Vice President, Shettima, regarding budgets. Yes, my country people. The Senate raised questions why the Chief of Staff to the President would have over 20 billion naira as budget to run his office, and the vice president will have 33 million. Imagine the difference. That how come Shettima is having only 33 million to run office, and then Femi Gbajabiamila is having 20 billion. Now hear the response from the Senate committee.
Chief of Staff to the President, 20 million appropriated, 20 billion appropriated, 20 billion release. You go to Chief Security Officer, you see 112 million, 25%, 25 million release out of 112 million. Now, all those, we need an explanation as what they are. But what is cardinal, why I raise this question is, why is the office of the Chief of Staff carries 20 billion and the office of the President has less than 1 billion, 799 million, and then the office of the Vice President has 75 million. You see the number of releases. The president has about 62 to 63% release, but the office of the vice president, 33 million, that's less than 18%. And the office of the chief of staff, 33 million.
Less than 5%.
Less than 5%. Less than 5%. So why are these discrepancies? That is one. Just jot it, and then you go to the next page. Purchase of motor vehicles. Just jot it. Perhaps abusing purchase of motor vehicle. Open the page. Purchase of motor vehicles of State House operational vehicles. Appropriation was 4 billion. Releases was 3.9 billion. Replacement of 12 SUV vehicles. You have appropriated 2 billion, released 2 billion. Now, these operational vehicles, here when you come, because we have not been to oversight, what kind of vehicles are we talking about? And how many of them have you purchased? What's the model? And then you talked also about the replacement of SUV vehicles, which you have appropriated 2 billion and released 2 billion. What is replacement? What is replacement? And how many of them have you replaced? I'm sure I will allow you.
Amino.
Well, first of all, I guess I want to first of all take you back to that table. The first table the Civil Senator Abdul Ningi has spoken about. I want to tell you that whoever prepared this table, prepared it to deceive us. To deceive us, to deceive people. It's completely for a deceit. That's what I mean. You can't release less than 5% and tell us you have 100% utilization. That's deceit. I'm an accountant. You can't prepare this. This is not a report. You release less than 5% and you told us that 100% utilization. In budget performance, 100% utilization. Look at it very well. I don't know who prepared it. I don't know who prepared this. Who prepared it? Is it an accountant that prepared it? If it's an accountant, if it's an underbridge accountant, I will tell him to revoke his license. You can't put this to us. You give it somebody less than 5%. Then we are coming here and saying you have utilized 100% of 33 million. 33 million, you are giving office of vice president. Even office of the president, you are giving 400 and something million less than, it's about 50 or something percent or 50 something percent, and you are saying 100% release. If somebody look at it and you take the office of the chief of staff with 20 billion release and 14 billion utilization, I now say 75% utilization. Is it not deceitful? 75% utilization. Somebody will feel, okay, vice president have given 100%, president have given 100%, but this one is just 75%. But when you go into the detail, it's not telling us the right thing. I think next time, you need to prepare this budget properly so that nobody will be deceived. People that are no account, I was just telling Abdul, you say 18%. I said, no. 33 billion is less than, 33 million is less than 5%, because 10% is 75 million of 700 something million, isn't it? So it's less than 5%. Nobody will see this and take us to be serious people. And when it comes to operational vehicles, you say operational vehicles, yes. You now say SUV. What is operational vehicle? What is SUV? We want to know the type of the vehicles that are operational that are not SUVs. And then what are the SUVs, which are placed according to what Abdul gets asked. But you cannot tell Nigerians, we have operational vehicles in presidency that does not include SUV. It's a lie. You have operational vehicles different, you have SUVs different. So who are you deceiving? We should clearly state things the way they are so that we'll be able to interpret them the way they are. Period. Thank you.
Introduce yourself.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. My respected colleague.
Go ahead and answer this question.
I think I'll start from the last question. Apologies.
Answer.
Yes, sir.
Sorry. The rate of releases to the office of the Vice President, which is far below expectation compared to all other offices within the 7 headings here that you have enumerated. And by utilization, percentage utilization, to me, I think you mean utilization of what was released. Okay, go ahead. So you can explain why there is such a disparity.
So that's exactly where I went.
Pointed the arrow to something. My question is now, is it a deliberate attempt to underfund the office of the Vice President, or is by coincidence? That's my question.
Yes, fact that what the person that prepared the table captured was performance over releases, and I did circulate an extra document while I was presenting, which clearly stated the performance over the budget, so which states it exactly as it is, and I apologize for that mistake in the document that was earlier submitted. So that's on the one hand.